This is example 5. It says find the length of the hypotenuse, which is the longest side, opposite of the right angle, which is side C, in the right triangle in figure 3.7. So this is what figure 3.7 looks like in the book. I've copied it here. And remember, the Pythagorean theorem says that c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. We don't really want to know what c squared is. We want to know what c is. And so again, I'll solve this for just c. I'll take the square root of both sides of the equation. And the square root cancels the square, and we get that c is equal to the square root of a squared plus b squared. This is the form of the Pythagorean theorem that I want. And so we're looking for c. We already know the length of side A is 115 meters, and we know that the length of side B is 184 meters. And so we'll just plug those numbers in. C is equal to the square root of A, which is 115 meters squared, plus B, which is 184 meters squared. And so when you go to solve an equation like this, it's very important to follow the order of operations. Think of the square root as parentheses. We have to do everything inside the parentheses first, and then take the square root last. And so I'll get my calculator here, and we will find 115 squared, which is, my calculator's in engineering mode. Let me change that real quick. Let me put this into the normal mode. Okay. 115 squared is 13,225. So 115 squared is 13,225. Meters squared is meters squared. Plus, and 184 meters squared will be 184 squared, which is 33,856. So 33,856. Right, so order of operations, I did the exponents first because I'm doing what's in the parentheses. Right, the square root is parentheses, exponents first, and now I can add. And so we'll take 13,225, and we'll add to that 33,856. So C will be equal to the square root of 47,081. And then the last step, of course, is to take the square root. So square root of 47,081, and we see that C is equal to 216.98 meters. Oh, and I'm sorry, I forgot to write meters squared here. And meters squared plus meters squared is meters squared. And when we take the square root, the units come out to be meters. And so the answer will be 216.98 meters. Because our original numbers only have 3 significant figures in them, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The book rounds this to 3 significant figures, which would be 217 meters.